फूल हमारे अस्तित्व और धरती का एक खूबसूरत हिस्सा है। ये सिर्फ रंग ही नहीं, प्रकृति का प्रेम पैगाम है। चाहे हो तितलियों की नृत्य, मधुमक्खियों की गुनगुनाहट, ये पक्षियों का आकर्षण, सब कुछ इन फूलों से शुरू होता है। ये जमीन को ना सिर्फ सजाते हैं, बल्कि हमारे मन को भी एक सुकून से भर देते हैं। हर एक पंखुड़ी एक कहानी है, प्रेम की, प्रकृति की और नई शुरुआत की। चाहे किसी मंदिर के पास हो, किसी बगीचे में या जंगल के किनारे, फूल हर जगह अपनी महक छोड़ जाते हैं। फूल से बढ़िया कोई सौगात हो ही नहीं सकती, क्योंकि ये खुशबू भी देते हैं और जिंदगी भी। फूल के दुकानों पर सजी हर एक फूल जैसे रंगों की एक महफिल हो। कोई गुलाबी मुस्कुराहट देता है तो कोई लाल रंग से मोहब्बत जताता है। देखते ही रह जाते हैं मन, कौन सा फूल लूं, कौन सी खुशबू मेरे जज्बात के करीब है। फूलों का आकर्षण ही कुछ ऐसा है, वो सिर्फ नजर को नहीं, दिल को भी छू जाते हैं। हर एक फूल एक भावना है, कहीं शुभकामना, कहीं याद, कहीं प्रेम और कहीं एक नया रिश्ता जोड़ने का मधुर संदेश। फूल चाहे हो प्रकृति की गोद में खिला हुआ या किसी मंदिर के दरवाजे पर सजाया गया हो, चाहे हो किसी गली के मोड़ पर या किसी रियासत की बाग में मुस्कुराता हुआ, हर फूल एक ही संदेशा लाता है, प्रेम का, शांति का और निर्मलता का। ये बस रंग ही नहीं लाते, ये जज्बात भी लाते हैं। कहीं आस्था, कहीं यादें, कहीं नई शुरुआत। प्रकृति का हर अंग जब फूलों से सजा होता है तो लगता है जैसे धरती भी एक मुस्कान पहन लेती है। फूल एक मधुर याद, एक सुंदर एहसास और एक निशब्द संदेशा जो हर दिल तक पहुंचा जाता है। They say flowers don't speak, but step into this garden and you will hear 1,000 colors whispering beauty, joy and wonder. Nature never needed a mic to steal the spotlight. Who needs a passport when a walk through these blooms feels like a world tour of colors, scents and pure magic? Hello friends and welcome back. Today I am taking you on a journey to explore the unseen beauty of Mysuru's floral treasures, rare flowers and majestic avenue trees that quietly bless this city with grace and color. As we stroll through these green corridors, you will witness how flowering trees and plants breathe life into our streets, not just for a season but throughout the year. Their blooms paint the avenues in vibrant hues, sometimes in bursts of pink and yellow, sometimes in gentle whites or regal purples. Each petal, each leaf tells a story of patience, care, and connection with the land. But this is not just about beauty. Planting the right trees in the right places and nurturing them well is one of the most powerful bioprotective steps we can take. It reduces pollution, prevents deforestation, supports biodiversity, and makes our cities livable. Think about it. A tree does not just stand tall. It offers shade, filters the air, and becomes a home to countless birds and insects. A flowering plant does not just bloom. It invites bees, butterflies, and wonder into our lives. So, as you enjoy this visual feast of rare blossoms and green avenues, remember, every flower planted, every tree protected is a gift to the future. Let us bloom with nature, not against it. Welcome to Mysuru's living, breathing garden. The practice of planting flowering plants and shady trees goes back centuries. From ancient Indian temples to royal gardens, from village panchayats to bustling cities, trees have always been at the heart of our landscape and culture. Kings and sages once sat beneath Bodhi trees for wisdom. Travelers found rest under the cool shade of neem and tamarind. Even today, you will find gulmohar, tabubiya, jacaranda, and rain trees lining the roads of Mysuru, not just for their beauty, but for the comforts, oxygen, and ecological balance they provide. These trees are living heritage, natural monuments that not only elevate the charm of our surroundings, but support entire ecosystems. Birds nest in them, bees buzz around their blossoms, and people pass by, often unaware of the quiet work these trees do every single day. When we plant flowering trees along our streets or grow fragrant shrubs in our gardens, we are continuing a tradition of harmony with nature, with community, with time. It is more than beautification. It is climate action. It is pollution control. It is emotional well-being. Every tree planted today is shade for the next generation. Every flower that blooms is a reminder that the smallest seed, when nurtured, can fill a city with joy, color, and hope. Let us not just walk past them. Let us protect them, plant more of them, and celebrate the legacy of green that built our past and sustains our future. Did you know some trees bloom only once a year, and yet in that brief moment they transform entire streets into poetry? In Mysuru, when the pink trumpet trees or tabubiyas bloom, it is not just a seasonal change, it feels like the city is wrapped in a celebration. Petals rain down like blessings, turning footpaths into carpets of colors. Children chase butterflies, photographers freeze time, and for a moment even strangers pass and smile. But it is not just about beauty. These trees are air purifiers, water balancers, and temperature regulators. A single mature tree can absorb up to 20 kg of carbon dioxide each year. That is nature doing its quiet work, healing us while asking for nothing in return. Our avenues are not just roads, they are living museums. You will find trees like African tulip, pride of India, honge, and ashoka planted with intent. Some for shade, some for aroma, some for bees and birds. This is smart design, a blend of science, tradition, and art. In fact, ancient Indian texts even recommended which tree to plant in which direction based on energy, flow, and Vastu principles. Next time you walk down a street lined with flowers, remember someone once imagined that beauty, someone nurtured that sapling, and now it blooms for all. Planting a tree is not just an act of gardening, it's an act of legacy, a gift for the eyes, the air, and the unborn. Let us make our cities greener, not grayer, because when nature blossoms, humanity breathes. In this vlog, I am taking you to some of the most beautiful flower shows that you must witness at least once in your lifetime. Every year during September and October, when Mysuru is draped in the colors of Dasara, something magical happens. The city does not just celebrate with lights and parades, it blooms. Under the divine energy and blessings of Ma Chamundeshwari, vibrant hues burst into life across parks, palaces, and exhibitions. This is the season when the spirit of the city is not only seen, it is felt in the fragrance of marigolds, the elegance of roses, the intricate formations of chrysanthemums, and even symbolic patterns made from petals, all speaking a language of devotion, art, and celebration. I will be taking you to 3 stunning floral destinations in Mysuru. Each one has its own unique flavor of bloom and brilliance. From the historic Kuppanna Park with floral installations that echo royalty, to the Lingambudhi Lake where floral displays meet art and innovation, to the Kukkarahalli Lake where rare flowers from across the country are curated with care. This journey is going to awaken your senses. Whether you are a nature lover, a photographer, a spiritual seeker, or someone who simply loves to pause and admire beauty, this vlog is for you. So stay tuned as we walk through blossoms, colors, and traditions that make the Mysuru Dasara flower shows truly unforgettable. Let us begin this fragrant trial. Meet the velvet flower Celosia cristata, a marvel of nature with rich vibrant hues and a brain-like bloom. Its soft velvety texture makes it a true showstopper. Behold the stunning floral clock ticking with timeless beauty and a majestic veena crafted entirely from roses, chrysanthemums and lush green foliage, a perfect blend of art, music and nature in full bloom. Meet the dahlias, vibrant jewels of the garden, hailing from Mexico and Central America. Belonging to the Asteraceae family, there are nearly 40 species, each showcasing a kaleidoscope of shapes, sizes and colors. Their energy, rich tubers, allow them to bloom year after year, making them beloved by gardeners and florists across the world. A gigantic incense stick stands tall, gently releasing its sacred aroma, filling the air with a sense of calm and devotion amidst the floral splendor. Meet the velvet flower Celosia cristata, gracefully blooming in a spectrum of colors, from fiery reds to golden yellows and rich purples. These textured beauties captivate every onlooker. With their soft velvety touch and brain-like form, they don't just grow, they perform, creating a colorful welcome that sets the tone for the entire flower show. There is a gentle harmony between the dera flowers and the bees, an age-old attraction. These tiny delicate blooms hold sweet nectar that draws bees in flocks. It's a beautiful cycle of nature, the flowers offering nourishment and the bees enduring life goes on through pollination, a quiet buzzing reminder of nature's perfect balance. Step into a living artwork, a maze crafted from beautifully trimmed ornamental green plants. Each curve and turn invites curiosity, blending nature and design into a playful yet serene experience. By the gentle splash of the fountain, a masterpiece of nature unfolds, an architectural display of vibrant foliage in rich greens, deep purples and golden hues. Each plant is thoughtfully placed, creating a living mosaic that mirrors harmony and design. It is where color, texture and water come together in perfect visual rhythm. From the towering replica of the big clock to the fierce Mahishasura and the majestic palace, each structure stood iconic. But it was the heart-shaped floret stuffed with radiant roses that truly stole the spotlight, capturing hearts and cameras alike. As you stroll along the pathways, a floral symphony greets your senses. Vibrant varieties of roses, chrysanthemums, dahlias, and geraniums bloom in joyful harmony. Above, the canopy comes alive with the exotic charm of heliconia, its bright bracts hanging in rivers like nature's chandeliers. Together, they create a passage of colors and textures where every step is wrapped in beauty and every glance reveals a new delight. At the heart of the display stood a magnificent floral replica of Nandi, Lord Shiva's sacred bull, brought to life with an intricate blend of blossoms in every shade and texture. Each petal added depth and grace to its powerful form, symbolizing strength, devotion, and serenity. Alongside Nandi, an unexpected contrast, floral tankards of war stood boldly, crafted with equal precision and artistry. Together, they narrated a deeper story of power balanced with peace, of heritage blending with creativity. It was more than a floral arrangement. It was a tribute to India's spirit, where tradition and valor bloom side by side in breathtaking harmony. Inside, the serene glass house stood, a breathtaking floral marvel, a grand replica of the Sansad Bhavan, India's Parliament House, crafted with meticulous care using vibrant blooms and foliage. Surrounding it were floral portraits of great Indian leaders and dignitaries paying tribute to the visionaries who shaped the nation. Above it all, a majestic semicircular floral arch rose gracefully, symbolizing unity and democracy in full bloom. This floral architecture was not just a tribute, it was a celebration of India's spirit, heritage, and the power of people coming together. This stunning floral replica honors Anubhava Mandapa, the world's first religious parliament founded by Jagadguru Basavanna in the 12th century at Basava Kalyana in Karnataka. Known as the Experience Pavilion, it was a vibrant academy of saints, mystics, and philosophers of the Lingayat faith, a cradle of spiritual dialogue and social reform, now beautifully reimagined in petals and blooms. This serene floral replica honors Gautama Buddha, the Shakya prince of the 6th century BCE, who renounced worldly life in search of enlightenment. Seated in calm composure, the floral Buddha evokes peace and compassion. Surrounding him is a delicate recreation of a meeting hall, a sacred space where timeless teachings, once echoed, now brought to life through petals and devotion. Here blooms a vibrant array of chrysanthemums, a joyful burst of orange, yellow, and pink. Each petal dances in the light, adding color and charm to the garden. It is nature's celebration in full swing, brightening every step you take. This beautiful arrangement of red and white flowers, paired with lush green leaves, resembles the colors of our tricolored flag, a floral salute to the spirit of India. Beside it, delicate begonias bloom with elegance, adding charm and softness to this patriotic display of nature. A spectacular showcase of exotic blooms, from delicate orchids to giant chocolate and violent anthuriums. Each flower tells its own story. The vibrant Prince of Orange anthurium and colorful poinsettias add layers of warmth and wonder. Alongside them, charming begonias complete the scene. Together, they offer a rare glimpse into the diverse and enchanting world of flora. This section features some of the rarest floral treasures, from delicate hydrangeas to vibrant poinsettias in pink, white, red and orange. Zerberas add their cheerful hues, while Spathiphyllum, dwarf coxcomb and calancho bring unique textures and charm. Together they form a stunning showcase of nature's diversity, all under one blooming canopy. Orange, red, white and yellow chrysanthemums bloom in radiant harmony. Their bold colors and grand presence steal the show. Each blossom stands proud, turning heads and filling the space with festive brilliance. Watch this charming floral replica of a traditional Tonga ride carrying passengers and also Maharani Kempananjammanni, the revered queen regent of Wadayar dynasty. Her legacy of leadership is honored here in Blooms and Petals. Beside it, a stunning tribute to 5 key schemes of the state government takes form in vibrant florals symbolizing progress and welfare. And to top it all, a blooming World Cup, a symbol of global spirit and unity, crafted entirely from nature's finest creations. Watch the sacred Nagalinga Pushpa, also known as the cannonball tree, Kauropita guianensis. This unique deciduous tree bears blossoms that resemble a Shivalinga within, earning it deep reverence in India. Often called the Shivalinga tree, it holds a special place near Shiva temples, symbolizing divinity blooming through nature. Behold the divine floral replica of Goddess Chamundeshwari, a sacred tribute crafted with a vibrant array of flowers. Each petal reflects her strength, grace and protective spirit as worshipped atop the Chamundi hills of Mysuru, a blooming homage to the goddess who guards the land and its people. रंगों की बस्ती में खिले हैं डेरे, छोटे छोटे फूल पर जादू उनके गेरे, लाल पीले गुलाबी हरे, हर रंग में सजी है प्रकृति की परे। गेंदे की फूलों की क्या बात करे, सूरज की किरणों को भी मात करे। सादगी में छुपा सौंदर्य महान, गांव की गलियों से लेकर राजमहल की शान। इनकी खुशबू में है अपनापन, हर पूजा हर पर्व में इनका मन भावन संगमन। डेरे और गेंदे जैसे बचपन की हंसी, सजाते हैं पथ, रचते हैं नई कविता किसी। चलो इन फूलों से सीखे हम भी, खिलना महकना बिना शोर बिना डर कहीं भी। फूलों की ये भाषा बड़ी निराली है, हर रंग में छुपी एक प्यारी सी कहानी है। Standing tall and majestic, two grand elephant replicas, crafted entirely from chrysanthemums in white, orange, yellow, red and purple, mark a proud moment in Karnataka's history. This vibrant floral display celebrates Suvarna Sambrama, 50 glorious years of Karnataka, a perfect blend of tradition, color and pride brought to life through petals and artistry. Established in 1913, Kuppanna Park is a timeless green treasure of Mysuru, founded by Maharaja Krishnaraja Vadayar IV. At its heart stands a graceful octagonal pavilion crowned with a stunning stained glass dome inspired by the Maharaja's visit to Kashmir. These vibrant panels, adorned with foliate patterns and divine imagery, reflect both royal elegance and spiritual grace. Named after its dedicated gardener, Kuppanna, the park beautifully blends history, devotion, and horticultural charm. Watch this stunning lotus pond replica come to life, a peaceful oasis crafted from a variety of vibrant blooms. Lotus flowers, surrounded by delicate petal and lush greens, seem to float effortlessly, radiating calm and beauty. It's a floral celebration of purity and grace, where every blossom adds to the pond's tranquil charm. Watch Terminalia variegata. The variegated Terminalia, commonly called as variegated Madagascar almond, a striking ornamental tree with cream and green foliage. Whether lining avenues or adding charm to parks and gardens, its elegant contrast makes it a stunning choice for landscape design. Beyond the blossoms and floral wonders, the Mysuru Flower Show brings joy to all ages with its delightful mix of amusement and fantasy. Children's laughter echoes through the grounds as they run towards toy roller coasters, mini planes, and brightly painted cars, each ride a burst of color and cheer. From the adorable Toro characters to giant wheels spinning gently against the skyline, the fairground is live with motion and magic. Zigzag rides twist and turn with squeals of excitement, offering just the right thrill for little adventurers. It is not just a flower show, it is a wonderland where imagination takes flight. Adding to the enchantment is the mesmerizing music fountain. Adding to the enchantment is the mesmerizing music fountain, its waters dancing in rhythm with vibrant light and melodies. The audience gathers in awe, watching the fountain come alive, spraying, glowing, and swaying to the best of cheerful tunes. Together, these elements make the Mysuru Flower Show a complete celebration, not just of nature's beauty, but of joy, laughter, and togetherness. A place where flowers bloom, dreams twirl, and every corner has something magical to offer. As we stepped into the park, we were immediately greeted by a heartfelt welcome. Quite literally, rows of beautifully crafted heart shapes lined both sides of the pathway, placed in perfect symmetry. Each heart was adorned with a vibrant array of flowers, roses, chrysanthemums, petunias, and more, blending colors like red, pink, white, and yellow in artistic harmony. These floral hearts seemed to beat with joy, creating a romantic and festive atmosphere as visitors walked through. It was as if the flowers themselves had gathered to celebrate love, nature, and the joy of togetherness. This blooming entryway did not just guide us in, it made us pause, admire, and smile. In that moment, the garden became more than just a space. It became an experience of warmth, beauty, and emotion wrapped in petals. Flowers are like hearts, and hearts are like flowers. Both bloom quietly, both speak without words. They carry a fragrance of emotion, of love, warmth, peace, and remembrance. When we hold a flower or look at it closely, it gently reminds us of all that is tender and true. Perhaps that is why, since ancient times, humans began offering flowers as gifts, not just for beauty, but for meaning, to express what words sometimes cannot. A flower can say, I care, I miss you, I am sorry, or simply I am thinking of you. They have been part of rituals, celebrations, and farewells, from the palaces of kings to the humble homes of common folk. In every culture, every tradition, flowers have been messengers of the heart, because when petals speak, silence listens, and maybe in the gentle act of giving a flower, we are offering a piece of our heart too, soft, delicate, yet deeply felt. This is the pyramid of poinsettia flowers, rising like a flame beneath the sky, adding their own glow to the morning sun. Their crimson layers catch the light, dancing gently in the breeze, and it makes one wonder, does the sun make the flowers shine, or do the flowers make the sun feel seen? In this quiet moment, perhaps both are true. Nature's way of reminding us beauty reflects beauty, and light finds light. Standing tall at the center is a grand pillar of blooming chrysanthemums, a flower of beauty sculpted in maroon at the base, blending into serene whites and crowned with a burst of golden yellow at the tip. It feels like a floral lighthouse in a sea of green, radiating calm and joy. Each layer speaks a different mood, deep, pure, and bright, just like life, unfolding one hue at a time. दिल भी एक फूल है खिलता है चुप चुप के, कभी गम के साये में कभी खुशी के रुखसार पे। फूलों की तरह नाजुक है ये जज्बात का घर, तो समझ कर चुना ये दिल है कोई पत्थर नहीं। फूल खिलते हैं खामोशी से पर महका जाता है जहाँ, दिल भी चुप रहता है पर महसूस हो जाता है अरमान। जब कोई फूल दिल को छू जाए तो यादों का मौसम लम्हों में आ जाए। दिल के बगीचे में खिलते हैं अरमान के फूल, कुछ हमेशा के लिए कुछ पल भर के मेहमान। लेकिन हर एक फूल एक कहानी कहलाता है, जो सिर्फ महसूस की जा सकती है, बयां नहीं होती। Among the many floral wonders, one truly majestic sight greets every visitor, a pair of green leaf elephants, carefully sculpted with lush foliage and crowned with blooming chrysanthemums. These grand topiaries stand like gentle guardian of the garden, turning nature into art and welcoming all with their silent, graceful charm. Roses of various varieties and in a spectrum of colors jewel the garden with timeless elegance, from soft pinks to deep reds, from vibrant yellows to pristine whites. Each rose carried a different emotion, a different expression. The red rose, eternal symbol of love and passion. The white rose, purity and peace. The yellow rose, joy and friendship. And the pink rose, admiration and gratitude. For centuries, roses have been the flowers of expression, a silent language spoken through petals, delicate yet profound. Poets have written about them, lovers have exchanged them, and nature continues to bloom them in every shade of the human heart. Here, in this garden, each rose seems to whisper a story, a sentiment, a soft embrace. Their fragrance fills the air, and for a moment, everything feels poetic, as if nature itself pauses to listen to the language of roses. Roses are not just flowers, they are storytellers of emotion. Did you know there are over 300 species of roses and thousands of cultivators across the world? From the romantic reds to peaceful whites, cheerful yellows to rare blues, every color has a meaning, every petal a message. The oldest living rose is over 1,000 years old, still blooming on the wall of Cathedral in Germany. And yet, the most expensive rose variety, the Juliet rose, took 15 years to cultivate, costing nearly $3 million. But not all roses are just for show. Some varieties are edible, used in desserts, syrups, or even distilled into the precious rose water used in rituals and skincare. In fact, the rose is also the national flower of the United States, England, and Iran, a true symbol of universal admiration. And if you have ever received a rose, you have been a part of a tradition that dates back to ancient Rome and Greece, where roses were offered to gods, worn as crowns, or laid on sacred altars. There is a reason we are enchanted by them. Perhaps it is their fragrance, or maybe the reminder that beauty can bloom even with thorns. Another charming sight was the dwarf sunflower plant, small in size yet glowing like a little sun amidst the greenery. Their golden faces turned upward, spreading warmth and cheer. Nearby, the silent pond added a soothing contrast, its still surface blanketed with the broad green leaves of wild aquatic plants. Together, they formed a peaceful corner of the park where nature whispered softly and beauty rested quietly in every detail. As we walked along the garden path, these delicate blue-hued blossoms whispered stories of grace. Climbing gently like time itself, their heart-shaped leaves remind us of nature's quiet embrace. This is Thunbergia, not just a flower, but a flow of poetry draping our way. Soaring not through skies but through imagination. This aeroplane, sculpted with white, yellow, maroon, and fiery red chrysanthemums, is truly the showstopper of the garden. each petal placed like precision engineering, each color chosen like a dream in flight. Here, nature does not just bloom, it flies, a perfect fusion of floral artistry and flight fantasy. It invites every visitor to pause, admire, and perhaps believe that even flowers can take off. The charming Dianthus, a garden classic that never fails to delight, with blooms in vivid shades of red, purple, pink and pure white. This flower is not just about color, it is about character. Its delicate, clove-like fragrance fills the air with a sweet, nostalgic scent, while the evergreen foliage keeps the garden alive all year round. Deer tend to pass it by, but eyes can't help but stop and admire. Each petal looks as if hand-cut with lace, soft yet striking. Whether in borders, pots or cottage-style beds, Dianthus brings both elegance and resilience, a flower that asks for little but gives so much in return. In the quiet corners of the garden, it whispers charm, one fragrant bloom at a time. Standing tall and proud, the beautiful coxcomb lights up the garden with its bold red blooms like flames frozen in bloom. In the quiet elegance of landscaping, sometimes less is more. Here, lily turf, a graceful grass-like evergreen, softly carpets the ground, its fine blades swaying like whispers in the wind. Beside it, the Nerium oleander stands in bloom with clusters of pink or white flowers, adding subtle charm to the scene. Together, they transform a simple lawn into a serene canvas where texture, tone, and form speak louder than ornament, a lesson in minimal beauty drawn straight from nature's own palette. Bright, bold, and unmistakably cheerful, marigolds are more than garden staples. They are flames of gold that carry centuries of meaning and utility. Did you know marigolds belong to the Tagatus genus and are native to the Americas, yet they have become deeply rooted in Indian tradition, from weddings to temple rituals, symbolizing purity and auspiciousness. But it is not just their vivid petals that make them special. Marigolds are natural pest repellents. Their pungent scent deter aphids, mosquitoes, and even nematodes in soil. Farmers often plant them alongside crops as eco-friendly protectors. The pigment in marigold petals, lutein, is extracted to color food and even used in eye health supplements. In Mexico's Day of the Dead celebrations, marigolds, called cempasúchil, are believed to guide spirits with their scent and color. And in cosmetics, marigold extracts are prized for their anti-inflammatory and healing properties, especially in soothing balms and skin creams. Their resilience, vibrant hue, and versatility make them a flower of both beauty and purpose, a radiant reminder that nature often wears its wisdom in bright colors. A breathtaking tribute to the nation, a tricolor flag blossoms to life, crafted from red roses, white chrysanthemums, and lush green foliage, adorned with delicate butterfly replicas and the vibrant touch of poinsettias. This floral ensemble don't just light up the garden, it stirs the soul. It is patriotism in petals, where nature waves its own proud salute. Gracefully placed in the heart of the park were stunning topiaries, a majestic swan, a gentle deer, and an elegant peacock, each sculpted with care and creativity. Behind them, nature added its vibrant brushstrokes with a carpet of petunias in soft hues and the fiery bloom of scarlet sage swaying with the breeze. Together, they created a living painting where art met nature, and every visitor passed, smiled, and admired how imagination can bloom just like flowers. Amidst the artistic topiaries, cosmos and helichrysum flowers danced lightly in the morning breeze, their soft petals and radiant hues adding a tender charm. As the air moved, they swayed gently, as if nature itself was breathing poetry into the garden. Cosmos and scarlet sage bloomed vibrantly, while topiaries of elephants, men, and women at work in the garden turned the landscape into a living dream, a story sculpted in leaves and flowers. A gentle walk along the path led us to an arch where the delicate Thunbergia blossoms swayed in harmony with the breeze, a serene passage woven with nature's own poetry. Salvia's pendants, known as scarlet sage, is a vibrant herbaceous perennial native to Brazil, thriving in high altitudes between 2000 to 3000 meters. It brings fiery brilliance to every landscape it graces. Petunias, native to South America and part of the nightshade family, are cherished for their vibrant blooms. With around 20 to 35 species in the genus, these sun-loving plants thrive best with 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, rewarding gardens with a cascade of colorful flowers. Poinsettias in pink, yellow, glitter and crystal shades formed a mesmerizing pyramid circle, casting a spell on every passerby with their festive charm and floral grace. A series of rare flowers and exotic fruits stood elegantly on display, each one a marvel of nature's artistry, inviting awe and admiration with every glance. The calabash tree or Crescentia cujeta, known in Kannada as Bhiksha Patre Kai, is native to Mexico, Central America, Northern South America and the Caribbean. It thrives in tropical climates and is widely grown across India, Sri Lanka and parts of Southeast Asia today, especially in temple gardens and folk medicine traditions. Its green, hard-shelled fruits were once used by monks to collect alms, a tradition that gave the tree its name. A small tree with glossy leaves and cultural depth, it is a nature's bowl-making wonder. At the serene Kukkarahalli lake, something magical unfolds beyond the waters and morning mist. Along the walking trail, flowering plants bloom in neatly arranged pot beds, turning the path into a living carnival of colors. Each flower species adds its own rhythm to this natural symphony, from vibrant marigolds to delicate petunias, creating an ever-changing mosaic that delights every passerby. But it is not just about the blooms. Ornamental foliage plants with their striped, variegated and lush green leaves bring contrast, texture and depth. These leafy beauties complement the flowers like silent companions, subtly enhancing the overall charm. Together, These floral and foliage treasures make every morning walk here a visual treat, almost like walking through a well-curated outdoor art gallery. Under the open sky, among chirping birds and cool breezes, Kukkarahalli becomes more than a lake. It becomes a celebration of nature's palette. Another circle of flowers, bordered beautifully by bright marigolds, blends seamlessly with a treasure trove of ornamental foliages and blooming species. It's a stunning arrangement, a living artwork that draws every eye and delights every heart. Especially during Dasara, this vibrant bloomscape becomes a true wave of attraction, turning the path into a floral celebration under the open sky. किसी ने खूब ही कहा है, फूल सिर्फ खिलते नहीं, ये दिलों को छू जाते हैं, कहीं मुस्कान बनकर, कहीं यादों का पैगाम, और कभी प्रेम का खामोश इजहार। फूलों में छुपी होती है एक जुबान, जो हर जज्बात को भी जुबान कह जाती है। Floral diversity is not just about beauty. It is about life itself. Across continents, millions of plant species bloom in a delicate rhythm with nature, each with a role to feed, to heal, to shelter, to sustain. From alpine meadows to tropical rainforests, floral richness defines the identity of every landscape. Flowers are more than decoration. They are the starting point of most food chains, attracting pollinators that fertilize crops, enabling fruits, grains, and vegetables to flourish. Without flowers, there would be no harvests, no forests, no balanced ecosystems. They support bees, birds, and biodiversity. For us humans, flowers mean celebration, remembrance, even healing. From Ayurveda to global medicine, countless remedies are flower-based. They are part of rituals, emotions, and spiritual life. But they also remind us, protect nature, and we protect ourselves. A single flower may seem all, but together they keep earth in harmony. From alpine meadows to tropical forests, floral diversity paints the earth in endless hues, each flower a silent sentinel of nature's wisdom, attracting pollinators, sustaining life. A world without them would be colorless, quite literally and ecologically fragile. They protect our crops, balance carbon, and perfume the breeze with invisible threads of hope. Their roots hold the soil, their blossoms feed the bees, their presence lifts the human soul. Whether in city parks or remote valleys, flowers remind us beauty is not a luxury, it's a necessity of life. The trial of flowers gently concludes with the soft, cascading hues of bougainvillea arranged in pots, a burst of pinks, purples, and whites dancing in the breeze. Their vibrant colors mark a fitting finale, as if nature signs off with a graceful flourish, leaving us with a lingering sense of joy and floral serenity. Even in the heat or midst of dryness, Bougainvilleas thrive, resilient, bright, and full of spirit. They are not just flowers, they are natural graffiti, expressing joy and vitality across Mysuru's avenues. In every corner where they bloom, the city feels more alive, more vibrant, like nature itself is smiling through petals. As you walk past, you can't help but pause and admire, because bougainvilleas don't just decorate spaces, they transform them. In various parts of city, bougainvillea bursts open like a celebration of colors, fiery reds, soft pinks, zesty oranges, radiant whites, and golden hues. They bloom unapologetically, climbing over fences, spilling from balconies, and weaving through garden trellises. Some were nestled in a quiet park, some were hugging the branches of an old tree, and some were lining the edges of homes. These blossoms paint the city with a charm that is both wild and elegant. तो अलविदा दोस्तों, आशा करता हूँ कि आपको मेरा फूलों भरा सफ़र पसंद आया होगा। मिलते हैं अगली रंगीन सफ़र में। So goodbye friends, I hope you enjoyed this flower-filled journey. See you again in the next colorful adventure.
Thank you.